Good evening, everybody. I am here to talk about equality. What is equality? Where every person of any race, gender, sex, or beliefs or religion are all living together without going at each other's throats. Yeah. Well, that's my way of putting things. And but people have they have an issue with some things like mental health. That is one thing. Let's start off with mental health. Mental health, mental issues has to do with the brain, obviously. Yeah, people may think that they're not good enough or something. And just because they think differently compared to another person, and that is the reason why they are being judged. And that we don't like that. So mental illness, this isn't something you can fix it. Say if you for example, if you got hurt in an accident and you went to the hospital to get fixed up, and they can do that for you, but mental illness, that is not something you can fix like that. Now, you need to actually talk to another person through therapy, and this is why having many friends is the good thing, because when family isn't there to support you very well, in that case, yeah, friends can come along and say hey man, it's okay, it's okay, why don't we go hang out and go eat or something, or watch a movie or something, and do something like that. That always works. And that is why I am eating popcorn sprinkled with white cheddar and ketchup powder. Good stuff. Anyways, part 2. Feminism. That's another issue. So feminism is actually an equality thing, and it's for women to be equal as men, represented in the world. Because way back then, men were doing all this big stuff, and then women, they were just doing the housework, and they were making babies, cleaning the house, and cooking, cleaning, and other stuff. So technically, if back then, if a woman tried to do what a man was trying to do, yeah, she was looked down upon. Now, since feminism since after the World Wars, feminism that started, and women, they started to get jobs that also men had, but they were paid less, and some places they still do that, and I believe But now, like most places, now it's like equal pay to most places, but in like places in Africa, like everyone's still living hard. But the problem is with the feminism, like people are like looking at it the wrong way and thinking it's woman power over like powering over men, and you know how like masculine, feminine, that stuff. Like they teach this in language courses, like, and yeah, like feminine, that sounds like, woman, and that represents male, female, and that's what that what that's what it usually represents, and then yeah, like people are like still thinking it the wrong way, and like since uh like women, like they've been like showing that how well they can do things, like doing the same. They're like showing like how they can do the same things men can do, and like maybe even better. But like people are thinking it that wrong way, and like sometimes like, and then there was that incident in Montreal, like one time at a university where man, that he got like really pissed off just because like he got a lower grade than all the woman at the university, and he told the woman to go to get out to one side, get out, and then like he put the woman on the lock across the wall, and then he shot every single one of them. Wow, crazy guy. So, but now we live in a world where if you want to live, if you want to be successful, you have to work hard. And like, but people need to be like equally accepted, like, not just because of where they're from and what skin color they have. Yeah, yeah, because like you guys probably have heard of the white power thing, and then Black Lives Matter movement that is still going on, I believe. And then the black people, they were like looked down upon by the white people, by the I like to say Caucasians because it's I don't know, less insulting. And then that thing happened, and many black people, like including Nelson Mandela. Well, I think yeah, Muhammad Ali, and then Martin Luther King Jr., Rosa Parks. Yeah, they were all part of the Black Lives Matter movement, and like they were like. And then that caused like the government to like change rules around, and then now like black people are doing like the same thing like Caucasians are doing back then. But still, like if you look at history, it's not something we're proud of. And then with the Asians, okay, with the Asians, this is a different story because let's go back to World War II, and many Chinese people, Japanese people, they imit, they immigrate, they came over and helped made intercolonial railway from all the way from the west coast to the east coast. You will probably have heard about this. So like they were in order to just to earn money and then go back to their homes in Asia and actually make a better living for their family. They came over and like they helped make the railway, but they got stuck. So they had to live here. So they had to live in North America. So until like World War II, everything was like fine. Like a lot of Japanese people, they were like farming like special produce, and yeah, most of the produce is from California, and you could be getting that from a Japanese farmer or any other farmer in California, but as soon as the Japan they joined the Axis power with the Hitler and then like so the Japanese people in living in USA and Canada, they weren't put in like in residential areas where like camps, like how the Nazis they put the Jews in the concentration camps. So it's like the same thing, but like only it was in North America and like yeah, and Japanese farmers their farms were gone technically, taken from them. So all their life's work gone. So after a war, like World War II, only one Japanese family, they got their farm back. So that's the good news. The rest, they have to go find another job. And most of them might be dead of old age, and so like that is something that North America is not proud of. And Germany, of course, with that, but like. With the and like I know like a lot of people like if you were to line up like one person from each Asian country and like if you put a Chinese person next to a Korean person and next to a Japanese person next to a Thailand person next to an Indian person next to someone from Central Asia, could you tell which is which? I'm assuming not because I don't know, it's the same thing as like putting like someone from England, United Kingdom, next to someone from Australia, next to someone from Canada, next to someone from the USA, and like they almost all look the same, almost. But just because like because of like where we're from, what we believe in, our gender, we are being judged about like tiny little things that wouldn't even matter. Yeah, like people from like Middle East, like or Arabic people, they come into the U.S. and like most of the U.S. government they'll think of them as terrorists or like even people from coming from Mexico and the United States. Like you seen what like Trump he told the government to do. They made like freaking like camps right outside, and it's all. They barely get any food. They're fenced in. There's children are separated from their parents, and it's just terrible. So no matter what our gender is, what our skin color is, where we're from, we are all humans. And anything that is living all has an equal right to live, and we should be making a change. Just like we need to make a change about the environment with climate change. I was like talking to one of my friends about this, and because I am not one to like, because I am a feminist myself. I am an activist now. And I am against racism or anything like that, like because I see like someone like judging someone just because you're different. No, because we need like people like who will actually plan on helping make a change. And if those people who still think, yeah, like those people are evil. The only people who are bad are those who are being racist to people, sexist to people, treating other people bad just because of their religion or what they believe in. So those people, they can get out. We can send them shoot them towards the sun or something. Anyways, this is my talk on equality. I believe that we're all humans, and we are all equal. And we need to make a change.